Three, two, one. Broadcasting tape delayed from somewhere in Pittsburgh, where Mike Tomlin's going to get a major raise if this experiment works out for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sports Economy Show is one. I'm Bill. This is JP, and we're here to pump you up because today's show is all about coaches not getting paid. Everybody talks about, well, this player isn't paid right. This player isn't paid enough. Well, the coaches get nothing but grief. How much grief did Mike McCarthy get over the past couple of years?
Oh, my goodness. A lot.
A lot.
No
And it
what
wasn't his fault. It wasn't
Even
his
when
fault.
he was winning games.
You know,
Even when he was winning games.
The big tuna couldn't deal with it.
Right. That's right.
You know,
that's right.
He's a great coach. He couldn't deal with it.
Hall of Fame coach. Yeah.
Right. It don't matter who goes there. You know, Jimmy, you're getting a little big for your shoes. You're out of there.
I know.
I will say this. Your Pittsburgh Steelers keep coaches around. They do.
They do. They've had 3 in my entire lifetime.
Yeah.
And amazingly, they only had 3. But in my lifetime, all 3 of them had times in which, no matter how much they won, people were like, they got to get out of here. So it's like, no matter how much, Bill Belichick, how many Super Bowls did he go to and win? And then the moment that Brady left,
8,
and he had a bad season with a rookie quarterback there, like, I don't know about this Bill Belichick. Can he really coach? Was it just Tom Brady? As if Belichick had nothing to do with the championships that the New England Patriots had.
Yeah. Hey, that's the life of a coach. So just remember, players can come choke you on the sidelines. They can chew you out on the sidelines. They can say, Coach, I'm not coming to practice for the next week. So just suck it up, bud, because I'm making $56 million a year. What are you making? Well, we're about to find out. I got some statistics in mind. Grab your little hands right here. Dave Roberts, the coach of your and my Los Angeles Dodgers, the highest paid team in all of sports, I think.
Yeah.
He's making $8.1 million this year. He signed a
$8 million.
$8.1 million. You got to don't forget the one. So he signed a 4-year deal that's going to pay him whatever it is. You know, I don't care. I'm not doing the math. But just to let you know what that means on a Major League Baseball team. There's a guy named Blake Trinian who is hurt right now, but he's basically trying. He's just basically a middle reliever, you know, just strolls out there and pitches 7-8 innings a week. Not a big deal. He's making $8.5 million this year. Dave Roberts got so much pressure on him day in and day out, and this is all he's making. Anyway, I think it's silly. I believe coaches should be paid a lot more than this, but that's the way they have it. So then they're the ones that should be paid because everybody complains about this, that, and the other. The coaches are getting the raw end of the deal. So what do you got there, JP, that's going to enlighten us today?
Yeah, you know, we always talk, you know, you and I mean, before we do these podcasts, you and I always talk about certain topics, and it usually just comes up as we go. But, you know, the main reason why we came up with this is who really has the power in sports? Is it the players or is it the coach who's actually supposed to have the power but really doesn't? You know, if you really it really comes down to money. You know, it really comes down to money.
Yeah.
Like I you know, I looked at some things. The best example of coach authority is usually in college. You know, in college, the coaches, even though the players in college now are making big time NIL money, they're still not making the money that the big time coaches are making. Like if you break it down, you know, of course, in college, the highest paid coaches are all college football coaches.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart, 13 over 13 million. Debo Dabo Sweeney from Clemson, 11 million. Lincoln Riley, Deion Sanders, both make 10 million. So in basketball, the highest paid coach is Bill Self, 8.5 million. Your boy,
My man, the cheater. The
John
cheater.
Calipari, now that he's in Arkansas, now makes $8 million a year, and Dan Hurley makes $7.75 million a year.
Yeah.
And Don Staley is, the generational coach for women's basketball.
Yeah.
She's only making $4 million a year, which is, look, for women's
Well,
college basketball, that's coming a long way, but she still is only making half of the highest.
I'll say this, for men's college basketball, that's respectable, because Kentucky's only paying their coach like $1.5 million right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But that's an introductory contract. It may get better.
Right. But the biggest. Oh, go ahead.
I'd say, but I'm just saying, for $4.5 million a year is an actual respectable salary in college basketball.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's very good. I think the problem lies when you get to the pros mainly, right?
Yeah.
The problem is you have great coaches in major pro sports, but their salaries compared to the players around them are ridiculous. The most stable, to be honest, when you compare the great coaches, the highest paid coaches compared to the highest paid players, is the NFL. The NFL, Andy Reid makes $20 million. Sean Payton makes $18 million. Mike Tomlin makes $16 million. Those three coaches are all three iconic coaches, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Kansas City, with the current situation that Kansas City's been in with all the winning, of course they're going to have players that make a lot of money. But if you exclude Jesus and Cleats and Patrick Mahomes making $66 million next year, if you exclude him, Chris Jones, who's their best defense player, he only makes $23 million. So he's barely making above what Andy Reid is making. And Travis Kelce, who probably doesn't need to make any more money now that he's with
with Amazon. He's with Amazon.
But what's it? Well, my God, I can't believe
it's his brother. It's his brother.
Swift.
Oh, Taylor. I thought you were talking about the show he does with his brother.
Right. Even with Travis's $17 million he's making each year, if he gets with Taylor Swift, she could be like, "That's nice, honey. You go ahead and put that in our vacation budget, and I'll just take care of all the bills." Because he's not making anywhere near what she's making. But if you look at those salaries, honestly, that's not bad. The Steelers have TJ Watt just signed a contract where he's making $41 million a year. But the next highest paid player,
unbelievable. Yeah.
Right. The next highest paid player is only making $13 million, right?
Yeah.
Less than what Mike Tomlin's making per season. So that's pretty good. And the Denver Broncos.
That's unbelievable, because generally the coach doesn't make near what the highest paid player's making. Yeah.
So the NFL is kind of, budgeted. But, as you said, Major League Baseball, Dave Roberts only makes $8 million, but
and he's the highest paid manager in baseball.
Right.
And he's on the highest payroll team in all of sports.
Right. Aaron Boone, New York Yankees, nationwide. He only makes $4.5 million.
They're like ZZ Top. They're nationwide.
Right. Everybody knows New York Yankees, the brand. People wear New York Yankees gear and don't even know what place the Yankees are in each season. They
Yeah.
don't know. They don't
Yeah.
care. But
That's right.
he makes $4.5 million a season, and then
And
we got
he
Aaron, his
and
best
Aaron
player.
and
Huh?
Aaron Boone gets so much grief from the Yankee fans.
So
It's
much.
unbelievable.
I mean, every year they expect the Yankees to win the World Series, and he's right there. They
Yeah.
just don't win it. They haven't won in a while.
Anyway, what are you
But
saying about Aaron Judge is making what, $70 million a year?
Aaron Judge is making $40 million a year.
Oh man.
But here's the whole reason why we talk about this. Do you think that owners and general managers, if you have a coach that's making $4.5 million a year, and you have a player who's making $40 million a year, when that player gets to a point where he's like, you know what, I've had enough of this.
Whose side the owner going to take?
Right. Who do you think's going first? You know?
The manager, the coach, they're going.
Right.
You're not going to find this guy anymore. I got one for you. Anyway, you're talking about coaches don't really have power. I got two people on two. How much power did Pat Riley and Phil Jackson have?
Oh, big time power.
Yeah.
Big
now
time.
They got nothing. The coaches have nothing now.
No. Back then, it was different. Even with players making the money that they're making, right? Phil Jackson and Pat Riley were the standard. But even Greg Popovich. San Antonio, he's had countless championships.
But he had players that weren't nuts.
Right.
So that helps.
San Antonio always did it the right way.
Yeah.
But like right now, he's making $16 million a season. And they do have players. Some of them I wouldn't recognize if they walked in the door and told
I don't think San Antonio has a very large payroll at all. But anyway, speaking of, I got one more for you here. Speaking of a team that has a large payroll, the New York Knickerbockers.
Oh yeah.
They just hired a new coach because they fired Tom Thibodeau because who knows why? Because they're idiots.
Right.
Guy got them farther than they've been in 25 years. All right, you got to go. Well, what is that? All right, so they hired Mike Brown, who's been around the league, man.
Yes, he is.
Yes. The commissioner of the league, LeBron James, got him fired a couple of times. So he's supposedly signed a contract for $10 million a year to coach the New York Knicks. Now, you want to talk about a pressure cooker job right there. Yeah. That is. So he's making $40 million. They got a bench player. I don't even know who it is, named Mitchell Robinson. You know who Mitchell Robinson is? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Mitchell Robinson, if he walked in with a T-shirt that said, "My name is Mitchell Robinson."
and I make more than Mike Brown. He's making $12 million a year to probably play 10 minutes a game. This is where the coaches mean nothing.
That's right.
And when Karl Anthony Towns walks up to the general manager, the owner, who's making $56 million a year and says, I don't know about this guy. What do? Well, let's start looking for another one.
That's right. So this is the whole point. Do you believe? I believe one of the reasons why it was so odd when the Knicks got rid of Thibodeau is because some of the players didn't like Thibodeau, and they complained, and they make more money than Thibodeau, and thus Thibodeau was gone.
So you think they just went all in force up to the general manager's office and said, dude, you got to make a change here. We'll play for the new guy. Whoever it is, we'll play for him.
It's either him or me.
Yeah.
And you got one guy that's making $30-some million a season. Yeah. Thibodeau making a few million. Yeah. Who are you getting rid of?
Karl Anthony. Yeah. Who are you going to? You can't get rid of the whole team, and you're like, well, they're going to not play for us next year. They'll just lay down.
if
So
you
let's
trade
get
these
rid of the
guys,
guy.
you're going to have to pay a majority of their contract anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what?
The players
How
know it.
bad would it be if we get rid of the little $5 million that old boy is making?
Yeah.
You know? And a perfect example of be nice to the people that you work with.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr is the highest
Kerr.
paid coach in the NBA. He makes $17.5 million. That's a lot of money for a coach, right? But
That's
when
a
you
lot of money.
consider that you have Steph Curry who makes $60 million, Jimmy, the new addition.
What's he got? You got 5 championships?
Yeah. Four. I think four.
Whatever.
Jimmy Butler, he's the new addition. He makes $54 million. And Green, he makes $26 million.
Yeah.
So I mean, the coach is like, "Hey, you're my buddy. You know, my buddy Steph, my boy Jimmy, my boy. You know, it's like I'm sure they're nice because he knows if it comes down to it. I'm gonna tell you right now, JJ Redick got hired because
LeBron
he did a podcast with the commissioner of the NBA and LeBron James, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so you best believe, I don't care if LeBron James is on his last leg, he is not crossing LeBron James if he wants to remain the coach of the LA Lakers.
Has he ever even coached an AAU team?
I don't think he's coached anyone. He may have coached his, son's team and, in Little League.
But JJ Redick has never. He never coached anything that I ever known of. So,
but he's brilliant because he went to Duke, right?
He's went to Duke, and LeBron's on his team. Commissioner of the league's on his team. So, hey,
LeBron was like, "Hey, man, that guy I do a podcast with, he's pretty damn smart. You should hire him."
That's right. Now they got the Pillsbury Doughboy on their team. You're gonna win it all.
Hey, Luka's lost a lot of weight, man.
Oh, really?
You seen him lately?
No.
He's on a cover of some sports magazine.
Really?
He's all cut up and he's lost like 25 pounds.
He got his shirt off and posing like this.
He was.
No way.
We need a King Tut pose right there.
Right.
I know I'm skewing old right there, but
Man. So. Well, anyway, so what we have discovered here is nobody gets any respect except for college football coaches. Those are the people that get paid. And there's really only 4 or 5 of them that really get paid.
Yeah. What I probably should have done is went deeper into like smaller schools compared to what guys are making in the NIL. That's another podcast coming up.
Yeah, we got more. We got more to do.
There's always more.
Remember, folks, keep tuning in to Sports Economy because you're going to get some really good stuff on sports and money because that's what really makes it all happen. Anyway, that's all I got for today's show. Do you have anything else?
I'm good, man.
All right. Well, let's all cross our fingers that the Tomlin deal is going to work out so he can make $25 million on his next contract. And who cares what them fans say because he's going to keep winning.
Tomlin's going to be there until I'm gone from this earth.
Hey, as long as he keeps winning, they're not going to get rid of him. And he's starting a new trend. Every year you get another quarterback that's been kicked off some other team to come play for you for 1 year.
Right.
That's the new trend.
You don't pay him any money.
Yeah.
You pay everybody else around him money. That's how you work it. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. All right, folks. Remember to like and subscribe so we can pay us $1 gazillion because we are the coaches of this team. So that's all I got. So long, everybody.
So long, everybody.
Y'all come back now. Here